Hello, YouTube Nation and crew, and welcome to our inaugural Let's Try series. Let's Try series is going to be a series of me trying out a game for a good chunk of it, a game that I'm interested in, that possibly you guys might be interested in as well, with the chance of it turning into a Let's Play if there is enough hype around it. But today's game is Microtopia, developed by Cordyceps Collective and published by Goblins Publishing. This is the Prologue, as you can see here, which is free on Steam right now, and they have a demo as well, so don't get confused between them. But the Prologue has got a little bit more stuff than the demo. Post-recording me, just want to let you know that the demo was updated to have the same stuff as the Prologue. So the Prologue and the demo are the same now. Thanks, Dev. That was a really great decision. Well, back to a regularly scheduled program. I am so excited to add this game to my casual colonies simulator repertoire, and I love the look and feel of this. Look at this. Look at these little guys cruising around down here. Great stuff. All right. We got a little bit of coughs going on, so sorry for my coughing in the background. But because this is the demo, we only have one biome. We have world seeds. I can't change this right now. And it looks like we're going to have different ant species, so Electroformica vulgaris. We're going to dive right in. All right, so starting off, you kind of get the looks of how this is. This is going to be kind of a microscopic looking thing, I think is what they're going for. We have metal chunks here, which is resources that we use for metal. We have all these little flower guys with energy pods, which is kind of a food source. But if I zoom out, we get this really cool, like, microscopic, under the microscope kind of looking thing. So let's dive in. Welcome to Microtopia. You are the hive mind of a robot ant colony. Follow your instincts to build a thriving settlement. Click the complete button to advance the next steps. So the prologue is sort of tutorial-esque. They gate certain things, but they don't restrict you from like venturing off and doing what you want to do. You just don't get everything, of course, because it's the demo. So we're gonna do the camera movements. You can WASD, middle mouse, push it in to rotate, zoom with the scroll wheel. Great job. Every ant colony starts with a queen. You can select her from the build menu. So I've played through this a couple times already. I typically like to sit in this area. You don't have to, but we'll kind of dive into that. And two, like, as you play this game, you're gonna come across these little videos here as you're playing. We can kind of skip through them because one, I've already played it, and two, I'm just going to tell you stuff. So we need to find a place to put the queen. I'm going to put the queen right here for now. Yeah, you know what? I'll save that thing for later. And here's the queen. Look at this. And they're like little microchip piece processor duders. I love it. I love, like, just the style of how they have this. Look at this guy. Look at this little sentry ant. He's so cool looking. I love it. All right, we're gonna complete. The queen has arrived with a small group of starting workers. Instruct one to pick up a piece of scrap iron. So we can click on an ant. We have them selected, and you'll see we have this little, whatever thing, trail marker. And that's kind of how this game is sort of set up. Is it's kind of going off of the what is it? The trails, the ant trails that ants work off of. As they climb, they kind of create like pheromone trails, and that's what they follow, and that's how ants know where to go with things. So they want us to come over here and pick up a piece of scrap metal. Now you kind of see as I get close to it, we get this little pin, which is sort of an indicator that they're going to interact with that thing. So he's picked it up. Yay! Now we need to build a stockpile. So I'm going to build a stockpile here because it is very close to all of this metal stuff. So left click, right click to deselect. We get our little guy, come over to the arrow, which is input here. You can see he's going to come over and shaboop, put it down. That's great. So now they are introducing us to a new tab, which is trails. And this allows us to create trails using this little pen thing that we can have the ants follow. So we can go like this, and as I draw through this, you'll see like little arrows that go to pins with things that can be interacted with on the trail. But we'll set up this trail. then I'll right click, then I can grab this guy, have him follow the trail, and he'll go. And if the ant can interact with something on the trail, it will. Now the thing about trails is we cannot go through things. So you can see if I go like this, it's saying, nope, can't do it because we can't walk through the queen. And that is true in real life. Ants need to follow a trail. And like, I know in real life, if you see ants following a trail, if you were to take your finger and swipe over this part of the trail, the ants would kind of stop and not really know where to go because they need to follow little scent trail. I forget what it's called, but it's a thing. Look it up. Fact check me, please. We have all 10 pieces. Sweet. All right, so I forgot to mention at the beginning of this video, this entire Let's Try is going to be us playing through the whole Instincts Prologue thing. I'd like to do more with this game, like builds and trying different things, so this is probably going to turn into a Let's Play at some point in the future. But for now, we're just going to play through the Prologue. All right, the queen will soon give birth to her first larva. You can grow larvae into new workers by using an incubator. So now we have a new population tab, and we have the incubator. So you'll see on these buildings, you'll typically have 2 arrows. You have the green arrow there, you have the yellow arrow. There's I think a third arrow. Can't remember. We'll get into that. But the green arrow is input, the yellow arrow is sort of an output. So we're gonna go like this because the larva is gonna come out of the queen. We're gonna build a trail that is going to have ants put them on these incubators. You'll understand what all that means here in just a second. Oh, and you can press space to pause the game too. So I'm gonna grab this guy, pause it, have him come over here, pick up this larva, and drop it off there. I need to figure out how to follow. I don't know if there is. Oh yeah, look at that home. Pushing the home button. Now we're following this ant. Oh, this is so great. I love how this looks. Grabs the larva, throws it on the pod, an incubator. Little larva grows up into an ant. Look at that. All right, and we're gonna throw the trail off here. Now, we have a new ant, a small worker ant, and you'll notice in the lifespan area, we have this countdown. On our starter ants, these sentry ants, they live forever. So these ants only live for a certain amount of time. We're gonna dive into a little bit more of some cool stuff around that, but for now, we have ants, and we need to feed our queen in order to get more larvae. So let's go and create foraging trail, which is what this instinct is. The queen needs energy to produce larvae. Collect energy pods from flowers by using the foraging trail. So I like that, like, I can kind of drag and see where everything is. I'm gonna work on getting a trail set up here with some storage. So I've got a trail that goes around here, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up a storage right here. And you'll kind of see that we have this flag here on the trail. We got the storage set up. Now let's get this guy over here on the trail, and I am just gonna have our ants, as they pop off here, they're gonna go right to the trail. Now, you might be wondering, hey, now like, how the heck are we gonna get energy from here to over here? Well, when you click on the storage, you have this ability to say what it can accept. So here we say it accepts anything, it has a capacity, we can delete it, we can move it, which is one of the great things about this game is if you if you don't like where something's placed, you can easily just hit F and move it to somewhere else. So you're not really like, you know, committed or stuck to where it's at, except this is not wanting to, there we go. But we can place dispensers, and as far as I know, dispensers can go like anywhere. They can go as far as you want them to. So I'm going to place the dispenser right here, just before we get to the queen. And so now any energy bits that are here will be picked up by the dispenser, by any ants using the dispenser, and I realize that I have this backwards. Hold on. Let's move this over here. I need the trail to go like this. There we go. And then you, my friend, can connect over there. All right. So now we're kind of stepping into automation a little bit. The trails is kind of what allows us to do some of this automation stuff. So I need to get this guy over here. so he can start getting the larvae. But you can see we have ants. I have my small ants coming out here collecting energy pods. We have a sentry ant taking those energy pods, feeding her queen. We're gonna have another sentry ant taking the larvae and putting them in the incubator. And then any new ants will just go out here. So typically I will have my sentry bots at least doing kind of like the major things that I know that there's always an ant there and that ants will end up dying off, but we're doing this thing. One thing I want to mention too about trails, all trails, you can go in the middle of it and add another node to, like, you know, extend it if you want to or adjust it. And then you can merge nodes too. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to tighten this loop, and as we add more incubators, which we will, we can just expand that out. So now we're done with Instinct 9. All right, so Instinct 10. Scrap iron can be processed into iron ingots by using a smelter. Build a smelter and use it to produce 10 iron ingots. Place them on a stockpile. So you can see time has passed and we've got a lot of our little ant dudes picking up lots of stuff. All right, let's go. So now we have now we can just build a dispenser too, if we wanted to. We have our eraser with the trails. Now, I forgot to mention this. I don't know if I want to erase any actual trails, but I love how this little, I love the eraser mark. But we can do this and we can erase a trail. Really cool. Anyways, okay, let's build the smelter. So we have our production tab and we have smelters. So let's, I don't want to build these. You can kind of put anything anywhere. We're going to go like this. Oh, some of these guys. All right, now let's build a trail that is actually going to be a small trail to start with. Relatively small. All right, so we're gonna have our ants go in this circle. We're gonna hit this, so we're gonna want them to spit it out onto a storage spot. Boom, so there's our iron storage, and then this is going to be dispensing iron scraps. Perfect. Let's grab this guy. Trail over. It's dead. There we go. Now we're gonna get him over. Now I'm sure at this point you're kind of like, oh man, this is gonna stink. I was told we can place multiple dispensers. Oh, that's cool. Okay, that's kind of a new thing for me. I was not aware that that was a thing. It's super cool. How can I make this that? Now I can actually, these guys. Oh, that's very cool. There was a point where you could only do one dispenser. But now a stockpile can have multiple dispensers, which is super slick. Now, I know some of you might be like, wow, this is really weird. Why do we have to do things this way? We don't have to do it this way forever. This is only temporarily. The trails, they will get better. But we're gonna let this go until we finish this instinct, which hopefully won't take too long. I just have to take a moment to admire. Look at this. Such an anti looking thing. Look at them all on this trail. All right behind each other. It's amazing. That, we finish Instinct 10. So, use the iron to build a workshop. Haha. Now we can build workshops. Chwink. Complete. The workshop can create a variety of products using different materials. You can use the building UI to choose between recipes. So produce 2 iron plates and 5 screws. All right, so kind of like the stockpile, and I think even the smelter has it too. Yeah, you can designate what you want it to do. So I'm gonna make this a screw making one, and then let's create another workshop for, well, eventually getting the other one once we get there. That one's gonna be for iron plates. So what we can do is, since we need iron to make this stuff, let's place a dispenser over here, place another one here, and then we'll just kind of do little square trails. that. We'll place some storage units. Boom. Boom. Get some basic things set up for basic productions. Let's grab you. Maybe go over here. I'm gonna grab these guys. Bring them over here. How much life do you have left? You got 2 minutes. Okay, cool. I can work with that. And then this, I don't want to be iron. This one's iron plates. No, that's screws. So it takes 1. This one takes 4. So we could actually use more ants over in this area. Because we got to queue up 4 iron blocks. Look at that. It disappears in the plop. I like it. Gone. Oh, in his mouth. Or in his mandibles, excuse me. Alright, so this is going to take a little while. Oh, we got the divider trail. Hey, I can talk about the divider trail now. Alright, cool. So, we're going to pause this for a second. Now, this whole, like, mess is really messy, right? Let's just take a moment and erase all this, and we're going to simplify this quite a bit. We can delete these dispensers. We'll move this one here, and then what we can do is right from this dispenser, we can create a divider trail. And what this will do is it will evenly, or divide the trail. As ants come and hit this trail, this little arrow will move, and so it will kind of split them from that point on the trail. I don't know why I can't use words today, but we're going to do this. So the way this loop works, you'll see all the ants are going to hit the smelter, come here to drop this off. They're going to then come over here and hit the divider. And then once one ant comes here, the divider will move, the next ant will go here. So as long as we have 3 ants on this, we will be working at full capacity. Now these guys might need to get placed back on the trail. Yeah, let's get these guys back on the trail. There. So now you'll see the divider's going over there. So as the first ant goes, he goes down his spot of the trail. The next one goes there. So it simplifies that quite a bit. And it allows us to really make big production lines. So I could probably even move the storage closer and build more of these smelters. But we're going to keep it at this for now and let this roll. We'll eventually upgrade the workshops and build bigger workshops and all that fun jazz. But we'll let this go for now. We have iron plates and screws being made. So we'll tune back in once we finish the instinct. All right, so we've completed the instinct. Boom. In Microtopia, you can upgrade workers to enhance their lifespan and capabilities. Build a combiner and use it to combine 2 small workers into a regular worker. Ah, yes. This part is probably one of the cooler parts of the game, I think. All right, let's take a moment to pause. I'm going to build this up, and then we'll see it in action here in just a moment. Okay, so this is a pretty, like, basic starting build. There's nothing too crazy fancy about this. But what I've done is I've got the second incubator, and as we get more metals, we will start to get some more. And you know what? Let me just grab a handful of you guys and get you on the metal trail here, because we need more metal guys. But I've got these feeding into this divider to go into the splitter. So, like, if we're not using both of these incubators, we're still providing the combiner. And then look at a glorious new ant. So now this guy has a 10-minute lifespan. So I think these other guys, the smaller ones, have like a 4-minute lifespan. Let's see. They have a 5-minute lifespan. So we've doubled the lifespan on these guys. Which I guess makes sense. 2 5s is a 10. Hey. The nice thing about the combiners is we can combine ants, and I don't know if this is going to be logic, that's later. That'd be kind of cool. But, like, it will reset their lifespan. So if we combine 2 small ants and they're almost dead, boom, they're going to come out with a brand new tenor. All right, so we need to create 5 regular workers. So what I think I'm going to do is we're just going to create, like, a combination trail. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. Like this. And grab all these guys, have them all come back, and then just combine. That'd be nice. All right, and then what I'm going to do is from here, we're gonna throw a divider. Divide them amongst these two, and then I'll just have to keep an eye on these. Yeah, like we're stop making screws down there. All right, cool. This would be kind of a nice quick way to get the rest of the regular worker ants. Oh, that guy's got. Yeah, we'll figure it out later. All right, cool. And we'll get that going. I have to expand these processes soon. I don't have enough combinators. That's all right, we'll get more. All right, we'll come back once we're done with this instinct. All right, we've created instinct 14, or finished instinct 14. All right, you can combine regular workers once again to create an inventor ant. Ah, yes, the inventor ant. All right, let's go. Let's go throw this over here. Go divider. Let that rip. All right, we have 2 ants, 2 regular ants going in. About to make themselves an inventor ant. Here's our inventor ant. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. He's so weird looking. All right, so instinct 16. Inventor ants can unlock new buildings and recipes. To do so, they need to be fed by other ants. This can be done using an inventor pad. So we have this progression area here. We have the inventor pad. So this one's kind of interesting because we have two green arrows going in. One of them is actually the arrow for the inventor ant to go in. And then one is for food. It's going to be used to feed the inventor ant. And since we can place multiple dispensers, I can go like this. That's done. This needs more stuff. There he is. Inventor ant is going up. Let's grab you and put you on this trail to feed our inventor ant. All right, and while that's going, I think I'm gonna work on trying to speed up some of my production here because our iron scrap production has increased and we need to start making more screws and things. So we will do that while we wait for the inventor ant to get fed. All right, our inventor ant is fed. You can see I expanded our smelters here. I think I added 3 more, so now we got 6 smelters going. And I also had another workshop. Oh, hey, this is done. Let's change you to screws real quick. There. So we'll come back to that later. For now, we have, look at this guy. Look at this inventor ant with all of his knowledge just stuck in his big old balloon butt. So we'll complete this. So once the inventor ant is full, you can click on it to gain inventor points. These points can be used to unlock technology nodes and development tree. So when you complete the inventor ant, he will die. Oh no! But we get points out of it. So I come over here. We can check out the radar tower. So now you can see here we have a lot. There's a lot of good stuff in here. And guess what? The prologue covers. See what it covers? It only goes as far as exploration. You literally go to this counter gate, which is great. Plant cutter to fabric to the assembler to the drone to exploration. And then that's it. Oh, yeah, that's it. So with that all said and done, we need to get the radar tower, which if I go into... Did I unlock it? I didn't, did I? I have to click it to unlock it. There we go. We've unlocked it. Counter gate. That's going to be a wonderful thing here in a second. Progression, the radar tower. Yeah, now that you've established an established colony, it's time to start communicating with others of your kind. So we need to build the radar tower, which requires 12 iron, 8 plates, 10 screws, and 30 energy. So I'm going to take a moment here and refine some of our production process to really get things rolling, and then come back when we get the radar tower built up. So I'll see you guys in a moment. Okay, we're going to place down the radar tower. I don't know. We don't quite have enough for everything, but that's okay because as we get iron blocks put down here, they're going to get prioritized right to the radar tower. So we need 3 more. 1, bink, 2, 3, bink, bink. Done. Look at all these beautiful ants flying all over the place. Alright. Advance the development tree to unlock fabric versatile tiles made from plant fiber. Alright, so we've made contact. I know there's a part that's like the nuptial flight. Here we go. You just witness the nuptial flight. Ants from other colonies visit to reproduce, marking an important event. While this event will be your final goal, the colony is not ready yet. There's still much to prepare. Alright, so we still have more to do. Alright, so let's take a moment. Hey, look at this guy. He got stuck. That's a nice little bug. Oh no, that's because it's paused. Duh. Let's take a moment and get this counter gate. Because the counter gate is a really, really cool thing that's going to help with a lot of this. Actually, what I'm going to do. Oh yeah, you know what? We'll just do it. So what the counter gate does is it will. Let's say I want to split off of here and go over here. Now I know I only want 2 ants over here. So what I can do with this counter gate is I can click on this and then set a number. And now ants will only go down this trail if there are less than that many ants in the circuit. Counter gates you can't loop, but it's a nice way to sort of get everybody down one line and then split them out equally. But we'll get more into like detailed uses of trails probably in a later video. But I need to work on getting fabric set up, and in order to do that I kind of need to refine some of this work, so I'm going to do that and we'll be back in a little bit. Alright, so I've got kind of a basic setup here. Ooh, I gotta put a split here. So I've got, this could be refined more, a whole lot more, but we have our small ants being created here. I have counter gates set up so that if there is one ant, or to allow one ant through. So we'll see that this guy, because there's a 1 gate here, he's just gonna keep going and hit this one. So eventually we'll have enough ants in here to be kicking out enough larvae to be making more ants. And then I've got a 2 split here, which actually I'm gonna up this to 3, because then we have our 1 going into this part, and then our 2 going in over here. Ooh, actually, maybe I should only make it 2. I was thinking that it would count this gate, but it's only stuff behind it. Which means that, really, I should have this be set to 1. So anyways, so they're coming down here. Our regular ants are coming down, prioritizing making inventors. We should only have 1 inventor. So the way I've got this set up, we're kinda doing some interesting stuff here. Let me actually erase this real quick. I thought I did it from here to here. No, stop it. Counter gate from here to here. It's only 1. Bruh. Too many ants. Eventually I get more inventor ants here, but... So anyways, with that hold up, the inventor ants are done, and then next priority is going to be making sure that we have ants for our metal, and for our iron production and our screw and plate production here. So you can see I've got a gate here that says as long as there's 8, let them down. Say 1, and then here we need 6 in here, and then 2 in here. So we've got 2 in here already. So hopefully pretty soon this will start just going. I mean, it is a little backed up. Holy cow, how many ants can fit on this ramp, I wonder? But you get the idea. Then I've got a counter here to help do our iron production, and then we have a counter here to make sure that we're getting larvae from the queen, and then the rest are just gonna go to collecting energy. So there's gonna be a lot more room to refine this, but we need to work on getting our fabric. So in order to get fabric, we need to research plant cutting. Dun 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 dun. We have plant cutting, so I can kind of go in here. Get a bunch of this stuff. Create a storage unit. And then we need ants to get there. So let's create a counter trail. Do it off of this. Let's get 3 ants in there. Why not? So we're gonna start collecting. And once we get 10 pieces of fiber and get them in a stockpile, we'll be able to make the next thing. Oh, I didn't realize how many inventor ants could actually queue up on this. Okay, I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna set this to 0 for now. Because we don't need to keep on stockpiling all these ants. We've got a lot of them, and we're gonna start running out of energy pod collector ants. So typically this is where, you know, we need to do more refining and kind of figure things out a little bit more. We've got lots of iron, so I'm gonna take all of these guys. See if I can get them to come out here and do plants instead. And we've got ants just dying because there is no metal scraps for them to collect. So let's add adjustment to allow them to actually collect the stuff. All right, so we've got fiber collected. Now we need 10 to unlock fabric. And we need 10 to unlock the assembler. Let's just do that. Sweet. All right. So now we need to make fabric. So let's create some workshops. Make some fabric. And place the dispenser over here for now. Do our divider. Run another storage. You guys go like this. Boom. And then we are going to make another counter gate off of here. Throw a 2 on it. There. Now we have fabric makers. Look at that. And I made some changes to this intersection here. So the ants are going to come here, see if they can come here. If not, they're going to go down to this and then come here to see if we need anything here. Over here to see if we need any more metal workers, and then come back up. I had put a divider here before, but I think this is okay, just having them run down. I mean, ideally, I can shorten this loop so that we're not wasting lifespan, but this is not an efficiency game. This is just a try. Granted, I think I'm using too many ants. It's down to like 3 for now. Guys, here. We need more plant grabbers. Alright, cool. Let's wait for the fabric then. Alright, completed it. So we have the assembler unlocked and they want us to build it. So let's build the assembler. Done. Okay, so in order to use the assembler, we need to feed it something. We'll take a resource, so we'll put fabric here because, well, that's got to be the next thing we need to do. Is it assembler use? So the assembler is use the dispenser to access materials directly from the stockpile. Got it. Cool. So the lightweight properties of fabric make it perfect for creating ants that can fly. So let's unlock drones. Dun, dun, dun. And then we have exploration at 50. And then we need to create a drone. Do that by taking one of our regular ants, throw them over here, and watch as our drone gets spit out. It's getting fried. Really? Wait for this glorious reveal. There it is. Look at the little drone dude. Oh, he's so cool. We did it. Okay, so now we need to unlock exploration and reveal the new island. So I will work on getting us to that point and we'll check it out. So see you then. All right. We've just hit research for exploration. So we're gonna go ahead and unlock that. Need to reveal the new island. Let's go check it out. Bum, bada, bum. All right, islands feature different biomes that come with new materials you can use. Drones can fly there. Use a launch pad and a land pad to fly a drone to the new island. Collect a piece of scrap copper and place it in a stockpile. So now we can see we have copper scraps. So we should be able to throw it on a landing pad without any cost, which is kind of interesting. And then we can actually come over here and set up a launch pad. Now we need materials on the island for this. Oh, and our one drone died. Okay, so... Oh yeah, and then I need to connect. Assign the target. I come out here. There. I've got that. Need to get a stockpile. Oh, cost any. Look at that. Start working on an early stockpile. So let's go head back to town and get ourselves a drone. What we need to do that is to grab one of these guys. Go set up. So now, the little drone guy, fly off. Okay. There he goes. Flying off to the new rusty copper biome. So the great thing about these drones is you can see they can fly, but they also have hauling and forage. So I should be able to just take this guy, go over here, and have him start doing stuff. Now, in like an ideal situation, we'd have another queen here, and building a base, or we could have copper G-Pod 2. Ooh, I have to explore that later. We can have copper flown back to back home, back across the island over there. See, over there? Oh, you can actually see it over there. That's really cool. Interact. He took it. But yeah, this will end up being the end of the prologue demo. Complete! You've reached the end of this demo. We did it! So, we can still play. I have plans for doing more with this. I really enjoy this game. I love the idea of this game and taking time to set up the trails and all that. Looking at some of the trailer videos, there's a lot of stuff that we can, which is really, really cool. And a lot of trail ideas. So let me know in the comments down below what kind of stuff you'd like me to cover. And let me know too, I've got like a Satisfactory 1.0 video that I started up when 1.0 first came out and just haven't had a chance to really edit it. And I also have a couple of other colony sim games that I'm interested in checking out and possibly playing. But yeah, thanks guys for tuning in. You guys are awesome. Appreciate each and every one of you. God bless. Catch you later. Bye-bye.